somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And then she all in her feelings. She all burnt. It's like you was just one of many. You wasn't special.
I mean, no, he said that. But honestly, I'm not going to lie. I mean, and I'm pretty sure a lot of females can,
Her name was, he called her Shorty Doo-Wop.
Okay.
So
that had nothing
she
to do with
wasn't a
anything.
girlfriend. That was Shorty Doo-Wop.
I mean, and so anyway, I can contest. Listen, I'm pretty sure a lot of females can contest. A man sometimes, you talk to a dude or whatever, right? And then they tell you this is what it is. This is what we, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm on. And, you think you can handle it, whatever. Then you realize it's like, yeah, I thought this was cool. I thought I could do that, but this ain't gonna work for me. And I'm pretty sure that's just what happened. It's just the fact that they in the spotlight. That's all.
Then what's so crazy is shout out to 808 Mafia, Southside, the producer. That's that's her baby father, and it's like he was trying to actually wife her. She played around. I don't know exactly what she did, but I know she was trying to play him when he was all on the internet, and then popped up with Diddy, had him in his feelings a little bit, and it's like, now look at you, now. He wasn't, I know for sure. Now, I don't know how he treated her in a relationship, but I know he wasn't promoting having other women while he was with her. So he tried to wife you. Then you went to somebody that you felt like it was an upgrade. You went to a billionaire and became a side piece. And I just felt like you lost.
I mean, that might, but listen, like you said, you don't know what happened in that. You don't, but listen.
I'm saying that's not what he, now if he messed up.
That's not what he promotes.
If he messed up in a relationship or something, we don't know, because honestly, how they was talking on the internet, I don't think it was nothing like that.
But nobody knows what happens behind the scenes. So just don't. Because
why would you leave one dude to be somebody else's side piece and then say you cool with it?
I don't. But so
I don't even think that's what that was.
I don't know if that's. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you might have it like that. That sounds right. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? This is what happened. But at the end of the day, still, my point is you don't know what happened. And, and ain't no telling you don't know if this woman could have held him down at one point too. You know what I'm saying? And went through hell and back, just like India type thing. So it's like, you don't know, everybody think they know stuff because they saw on social media. Just like, Dag. So if y'all, I don't know if y'all watched this, it was they was YouTubers or whatever, but she been doing like a lot of her own stuff now, whatever. But like the LaTruths, they was like, this been a big thing, whatever. I don't know if y'all ever watched them, whatever, but her name Brianna, and then the other man, they call him Mr. LaTruth. I don't know his first name, but it was, her name used to be Mrs. LaTruth, but I guess they going through a divorce or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, I thought, just as well as everybody else, that everything was all cool and fine and dandy under the sun. Literally stuff that came out since they done been into it, and stuff that hit the fan, and you know what I'm saying, and how his own daughter, you know what I'm saying, he didn't even have custody of his own daughter, she did. And that was because the mama gave custody over to his wife, not to him. So, that's real crazy to me. You don't even give custody to your baby. So something ain't right with that. That alone. Then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, other stuff. It's just been, it was tons of things. You know what I'm saying? Like they got into a heated discussion, they got into a fist fight, all types of stuff. So it's like, you don't never know. And who would to ever think, in my opinion, and they said apparently they talked about divorce before, like this wasn't the first time. So it's like, but to me, it was crazy because I ain't never, thought or seen or anything, the way they was all lovey-dovey and family oriented and going to Jamaica, and they had just renewed their vows, like really beautiful beach wedding type of thing. I had no clue, but that's what I'm saying. You never know what happens behind the scenes. You don't know how that man had treated her. And honestly, she probably doing him a solid and not exposing him for it. So before you quick to say, oh, she thought he was gonna wife her, whatever, men say whatever after the fact. Oh, I was gonna wife her and I was gonna do this and we was all this and we was all that. But see, that ain't always the real truth. And now if you want her to expose some stuff, then it'll be crazy on his end. Then he looked like a real bogus. You get what I'm saying? She protecting a lot of his, and then I think, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what this man ever did to her, but at the end of the day, clearly it just wasn't it for her. Something he wasn't doing right, something he wouldn't get right, or whatever the case may be, they just was done. And they still got a child together, and I think that's the fact that she respecting it. But to talk about her endeavors or, you know what I'm saying, and the things that she got going on, it ain't nobody business. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, yeah, she had this little fling going on with Diddy. I mean, a lot of women go through that. Like, they think they could deal with certain things and then realize that they can't deal with it. I mean, you know, like, oh, you know, just so you know, like, I'm not committed to being tied down right now. And they think that, you know, for a second or whatever, they could deal with it until, you know what I'm saying, they start spending a little bit more time. And then they like, you know, I kind of like him. And then it's like, but he already said, well, he not committed to being tied down. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like, but I developed feelings for you because of the time and the quality spent and all that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, she just a regular female out here. If you really think about it, yes, she's a celebrity and all that. That's the only reason why her business spreading like this. But if it had been any other girl from around the way, y'all would never cared. Y'all would have never cared. And it's just like, you know, she went through her own stuff, and that's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm pretty sure she gonna date whoever she want next, and you know what I'm saying, they'll treat her like a queen. Like, it's a lot of these celebrities that go through the same thing, you know, and that's what I'm saying with India. Even if dude she dating or not, whoever, but you know, she probably don't want nobody back out in the spotlight. Dealing with people in the spotlight is definitely it's not an easy task. It's not easy. It's not for the weak. You'll hear stuff. You'll, you know what I'm saying, probably get insecure about some things. You see stuff and all types of stuff. So it's like, you just can't, that's just not, you know, don't be fooled. You think it's all fine and dandy because somebody in the spotlight and you think it's just so cool or whatever. And then when you find out what's really going on and you find out all this other stuff and just, it's too much. So I ain't gonna lie, she probably, and you know, like you said, Dirk was, you know, and Diddy, they both are well-to-do people. Like, let's get that understood. They're very well-to-do, but that's one thing about it. You know, they probably don't ever want to go back down that lane again. Like, dealing with another celebrity, dealing with another artist, you know, it's that could be something that they kind of completely be done with. And if India is dating this dude, like I said, you know, kudos to her, because I can understand why you would want somebody who you quote unquote would feel like is a nobody. But if he's still taking care of her, doing his best to provide, and you know, treating her like an ultimate queen, then who's to argue with that? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's my take on that.
And let's go to let's talk about one more thing. Metro Boomin. Shout out to Metro Boomin, you know, major producer. You know what I'm saying, in Atlanta. Well, actually, I don't even think he's from Atlanta, but I know, you know, everybody know. I know he's most known for Future, and he done everybody really. Mm-hmm. But he sold a portion of his catalog for like $75 million. So that's dope, you know, just a portion of it too. It ain't even all of it, just a little portion of it for $75 million. Also, he also just recently got into it. So I guess he got a beef with Drake. Guess he be subbing Drake in the behind the scenes, and then also he just recently got into it with DJ Academics, right? Now, only reason I'm bringing this up because I kind of want to hear your take on this, because I feel like it's kind of crazy. You know, we kind of like bloggers, podcasts, whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like when you in the public eye, you subjected to a lot of scrutiny. You know, mm-hmm. people gonna talk about you. That people gonna comment. That's just what it is. So I guess DJ Academic posted something that he posted on his page. DJ Academic just kind of posted. He put on his thing, "This is my last time saying this, but can you please stop posting me?" And DJ Academics went crazy on him, like real crazy. It's all in the shade room. People was. I seen a lot of people both sides. Some people was clowning DJ Academics like, you acting all tough, and you wouldn't do this in person. Then other people like, why Metro Boomin being so sensitive? I'm gonna just give you my take. I just feel like I just said, you famous, you out there, you on social media, bruh. I don't even understand how you don't. 1 million people are posting you. You know what I'm saying? That's just what this come with. Feel like it's being a little sensitive to be complaining, especially at this stage in his career and his life. Him being just been booming for so long. You know what I'm saying? I don't even understand why they being so sensitive. What you feel about it?
To me, I feel like it's personal. It's not, because if it was just like, oh, I don't Like, I mean, it's a million bloggers and different people talking about him. And, you know, I'm not saying like in a negative way. I'm just saying in general, that sound personal because it's like and then for one, he said, this is my last time saying this. So he done said it before. And for one, you know, a lot of that stuff over there is just messy. And for somebody, and he probably just don't want to, I mean, to me, in my opinion, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know this man per se. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him personally. But, you know, he probably just don't want to be involved with any mess. And honestly, every time he probably talk about him, he probably trying to involve him in some messy stuff. And that's what a lot of things, and a lot of people on different podcasts and different shows, different radio stations, different, you know, media outlets, whatever, they try to stir the pot. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times you will find out what's so crazy is you will find out a lot of these, like a couple, maybe two artists, whatever that you speak of, they never had no beef with each other. No beef. None at all. But you know who did it? It was the media outlets. That's who did it. They stirred the pot and they was like, I never said that about you. So when they finally come face to face, I never said that about you. I never said XYZ, but they said that you said that about me. So see what I'm saying? Mess. For no reason. And I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, from what I've known, from what I've seen, from what I've known this man to be doing, I'm pretty sure that's something that's probably on that type of vibe, because that's why he probably said, "Gee, don't do that." Like he probably talking about, I'm not a messy individual. I don't care to be. I'm about my business. I'm about my paper. I want to work, and this is what it is. Because, you know, once you start a mess, you do cause people not to want to work with people. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, this will have me not want to work with you because you said this about so-and-so and I ain't did nothing. You get what I'm, you just never know. Mm-hmm. So it's like that. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Of course, this man is clearly a smart man. I mean, you working with tools, engineering work, all types of stuff. You ain't dumb. I mean, this man of DJ Esco and all them, you know what I'm saying? All those type of projects and everything that he done did over time, he's made a name and made money for himself. He's far from slow. Mm-hmm. So if I know what you come with and I know your background and your vibe, you know, I'm pretty much probably gonna want you to stay. I don't want you talking about me. Right. Like, just leave me out of whatever you got going on, because I know the type of person you is. That's why for me. But
to me, all he did was fuel the flame. Because if that's what you really wanted, if you just want somebody don't talk about you on their page, you don't respond on the internet, because all it did was amplify it.
I mean, maybe he shouldn't have responded on the internet.
Probably DM'd, you know what I'm saying, found a way. I mean, they both rich. Found a way to. I know you probably know how to find somebody that know.
But even still, what difference would it make? You don't think that he would go back and say that Metro Boomin said don't say this about me? It's
different now that because you actually they seen it. It'd be different. Him coming on, so behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. and I definitely, I could definitely respect that, but I feel like, you know, see, I ain't gonna lie to you, a lot of media outlets and a lot of people, you know, you have to be careful about what you say. And I've said that before. I've said that multiple times. Even artists, you know, if you got some type of following, anything, you just need to be careful about what you say. And it's a lot of media. Like, how many times Charlamagne got hit? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you have to be careful who you talking about, what you talking about, and what you speak of. You don't know who is watching you. You don't know what people are saying. You don't know how people are gonna feel or take certain things that you say, and that can end up harming yourself, your family. You know, because some people they don't want to get you. They ain't gonna. The real hood people that I've known over the years times, they ain't looking for you. They know exactly where you at. They know exactly where you gonna be. They don't care about nothing about that. They want to get you where it hurts. They want to leave you with hurt. They want to leave. They gonna look for your family. They gonna look for your wife. They gonna look for your kids. They gonna look for certain, like, that's what I'm saying. You got to be really careful and tread lightly. You know, and then on top of that, that's another thing. A lot of these people, you know, they get on these podcasts and things like that, and they invite them on after they already talked their stuff and said what they said about them, and then expect everything to be cool. And they like, well, what did I do? What? Because who was that? Chili of TLC. She talked about one time about Charlamagne. She was saying she did not like it. And she wouldn't really talk to him for real, like address his questions and stuff. He was like, well, Chili, you know, you unfollowed me or you blocked me or whatever, and I don't understand why. She said, oh, you know what you did. You know what you did. She said, and we're not going to get into that. She said, but see, I just, the way you move and the things that you do, I'm not. He was like, what did I do? What he was trying to really understand, like what he did and everything. She said, we're not gonna talk about it. But see that the way you are and the way your narrative is and how you move based on what you do out here will definitely have you looking crazy. And and some of these people, they just gonna wait to see you in person and then they're gonna knock you out and won't say nothing. That's the scariest thing. So it's like you gotta be really, really you gotta tread really carefully. Like everything that I basically talk about, you see, I don't really try to. I mean, I'll be opinionated, but I don't never try to talk too crazy about nobody. But everything is not all what it seems. But I do feel as though he definitely could have commented, in a different way, or definitely could have, said some, made sure it came to the side, a DM, a phone call, whatever the case. I mean, you could definitely reach him. I'm pretty sure of it. I mean, you Metro Boom, so I'm pretty sure you could find a way to communicate with him in some type of way, form, or fashion. But I mean, I feel what you're saying on that. I definitely probably would have said what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I would have responded on the internet if it was me, to be honest. But it is what it is. Dude don't want you talking about him. He probably did that for a reason. Probably said, I told you once. This is my second time telling you. Now the third time it may not be cool, and then he may see you on the street and it may be a different story. And that's the thing that people don't care about no more. And it's like, people talk about, oh, it's on site and all this, and and then you got some people that just won't say nothing, and then when they see you, it's over with. So it's like, do you really want to put yourself in harm's way like that? I wouldn't, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
and then wait, just wanted to touch one more thing, right? What you think about I don't know if you listen to them, Lil Uzi and Playboy Cardi. They've been going viral lately because they've been really representing like this Satan. They Lucifer, they all going to hell, like Lil Uzi Vert. Some fans had walked out of Playboy Cardi concert because they was like, man, he playing some demonic devil worshiping stuff. And then Lil Uzi just went viral because he just told the whole crowd, ain't none of y'all going to heaven, all y'all going to hell with me. So we might as well just rock out. Like he said something like that, real talk. So it's just like, what do you feel about, like, what you think about me? To give you my take, I really don't. I don't even listen to them, so I really don't. I feel like I used to listen to Uzi real hard. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like he drifted too left. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know like what type of crowd, like what type of like. I don't even know what he on. You know what I'm saying? He went left field with his music. I don't even be knowing what he talking about no more. But now, like, he got this little dance, you know what I'm saying? The little dance that's going viral out or whatever. But it's like, what you think about all this devil worshiping stuff? What is going on?
I ain't gonna say too much, but all I'm saying is that, look, I love Jesus with everything in me, but right. I'm just definitely, look, look. I ain't here to play with eternity. I ain't here to play with my soul. That just ain't me, Jay. You know what I'm saying? I try to do right by people. I try to live life right the best way I can. Yeah. I know I ain't perfect, but they ain't the only artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of artists, and it's underlying in their music. And that's another thing. It's like, it's even been pastors that study hip hop and things too. I mean, it's just been a lot.
It was actually a pastor that said something about that.
I wonder if it's the same pastor that I had watched years back. They talked about it, and they said he was like, he said a lot of this stuff. He said it's not funny. He said because people was laughing, whatever. Then he was like, because this man died. You know what I'm saying? I think he's talking about like Michael Jackson or something like that. But he was just talking about how it's like undercover things in music, like demonic things, and it is a lot of this. And
then I just feel like a lot of kids watch both of them. Especially Lil Uzi with the song that's going. So it's just like, dang, like, why are you promoting? If you remember, Lil Uzi didn't even start out like that. He started out like a Dirk, I want to say. I don't even want to say that. That's the closest I could think of because I'm having a brain for. But he started out like rapping like like street stuff. Where he was coming from. He went pop. Started making pop music. That was even cool. You know what I'm saying? And then he just went like it just started just going. I guess what he was drifting off to, he felt like it was working for him. He just went left. I mean, it started implanting diamonds in his forehead. He started just doing a lot of crazy stuff. And now, if you've seen it, he was dressed in all red. It looked like his like his eyes was white. I don't know. He had put some contacts in. And then he just started talking about going to hell before the concert and just going crazy. Him and Cardi, they both. It's just like, I don't get it.
I mean, that's a lot
I
of
don't
artists
get what
and
they
stuff.
promote.
They don't care no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could care less. They want to worship the devil. I mean, by all means, do what you gonna do. That ain't never nothing I'm gonna do.
And you think the black community still kind of supporting him? I don't even know if does he make music for us? Cause he definitely ain't the same.
I mean, I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you know, for you parents out there who, cause I've seen like videos and things like that. I would honestly be careful about what you let your children watch and what you and you not monitoring them with their tablets and items and things like that, because I ain't gonna lie, like, it's a lot of things. You remember at one point it was going around, it was viral about it was some little kid show. It was on YouTube and they was talking about get a knife and go kill your mama type thing.
No, I didn't see that.
You ain't ever seen that? Yeah, it was a lot of it was like a children's program, and it was telling them, oh, so this is what you could do, you know, when mommy is sleeping. Like, it was crazy. They got a lot of stuff. You better watch these kid programs and stuff like that. Even in my family, you know what I'm saying, they have even said, you know, you gotta watch, you know, they watch, you know, their kids or whatever about what, like, the programs and stuff they watch, because they like, you'll be surprised what you'll see in these kid shows. Like, you'll think there's so sweet, innocent show, and you'll hear some craziness. Like, what? But see, a lot of people let their kids have, you know, the headphones. You know, they ain't really paying attention to what they watching. They got their tablets, and they ain't got no blocks on there. They ain't got no blocker system, nothing. And it's like, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we talking about just strictly music, so I'm gonna try to stay on that. But I'm just saying, it's not just with music. It's way more than that. And you got a whole world out here, you know. And then on top of that, I saw a lady who she was on Facebook, and she had got into it with her kids because she was talking to she found out one of her kids was talking to somebody, like, on, I guess you talk to people on like Roblox or something. I don't know if that was the little site thing or whatever, but I think it's Roblox. But it was talking to like a 13-year-old or a 15-year-old, and they was like 7, 8 years old. It's like, gee, what y'all doing? Like, you know, and you don't even know, honestly, you really don't know if that was their real age. So let's just get that out the way. But all of this stuff, there is just, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of this stuff that's like hidden messages and stuff like that or whatever, you know, that people just ain't even clicking or just, you know, ain't even realize, like, the lyrics and stuff like that be a lot of devil worshiping stuff. And it's just, with him, the only difference is that his stuff way more bolder. And it was another artist who said they was just gonna come out and, you know what I'm saying, do their concerts like that. But a lot of people been scared about stuff like that. They've been leaving the concerts and stuff. And I don't blame them. I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, hell is real, the devil is real, and I ain't got time to play. And I'm, you know what I'm saying, I was raised in a good Christian household. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I did after that was on me. But I would never sit around here and blame my mom and daddy for, you know, any wrongdoings I did. But I'm just saying, like, you know, you just got to be real careful, and be careful what you feed yourself too. And as far as like mentally, emotionally, you wonder why a lot of people got anxiety and got a lot of traumatic things and a lot of depression and things like that. You got to realize, like, the music that you listen to, and people don't believe this, but I'm gonna be real with you. What you feed yourself and what you feed your soul is really important. Like, for me, on it, you know, not always, but definitely, I listen to hip hop. I listen to rap. Y'all already know this. I love underground artistry. I love all of this. Like, don't get me ever wrong. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you better be careful what you feed yourself and feed your soul mentally, emotionally, and physically. Because doing that mentally, you wonder why people just get anxiety out of the blue, or get depression out of the blue. Like, you know them to be a happy-go-lucky person, and now they just been a depressed individual. The music and things that you listen to is always one of those factors that is what you feeding yourself mentally, and that's a problem. Because if you're not feeding yourself the right stuff, how can you expect? If you listen to sad music all the time, all day, dag, I don't know why I feel like this. I don't know why I feel like this. You got to understand what you're feeding yourself. I definitely, for me, I'm going to be honest with you, and people may laugh, whatever the case may be, but listen, I listen to sermons. I listen to a lot of, positive things. I listen to, shout out to Pastor Latrice Ryan. I definitely listen to her. I shout out to my own first lady, Lady Andrea Hudson. I definitely pay attention to her. But it's a lot of Pastor Cindy Trim. I pay attention to those people, TD Jakes. I feed my Sarah Jakes. I feed my spirit with health, wellness, and nutrition. I don't need to hear about some mess that went on. You know what I'm saying? Like why so and so mess with so and so dude. Like that's not gonna feed my soul. That's not gonna feed my inner spirits. Like that has nothing. That okay. Like that's cool to know. But at the end of the day, what's gonna feed your inner spirit and your inner soul and things that you need to, keep it moving and keep it going to make sure you can get through the day. It's already enough. Like you be saying, it's already hard enough being a black man. Mm-hmm. And see, that's another thing. When you don't feed yourself the right substance, you know what happens to your body? It shuts down. And I'm not gonna lie, you laugh all day long, you know what I'm saying? People could talk about me, whatever. But I'm telling you, when you start listening to a lot of positiveness, a lot of positivity, a lot of positive things, a lot of encouragement, your whole day will be good. You'll be a happy-go-lucky person. You don't even know why. Like people be like, what would you like? You know what I'm saying? You don't even know. Because I done fed my spirit the right things, and I know that this is what I'm embracing. This is what I'm hearing. This is what my eyes is looking at the positivity. You know what I'm saying? My ears is feeding positivity. Like all my body parts is in a positive vibe. So it can't really tear me down. Like whatever going on, whatever circumstances and whatever things I'm going through, I know I'm gonna get through it. I know I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna make it out. So I'm just saying, a lot of this devil worshiping, this stuff ain't new. This stuff been around for years. And a lot of this stuff, that's why I'm telling you, you got to be careful what you let your kids listen to, because kids are the most influential people, and what you got your kids around. Those concerts and things like that, it's all cool, fine, and dandy. But when you find out and you see certain things ain't right, you better get up out of there. And I commend all them people who, said, look, I got to go. Like, this ain't what I'm on. Like, yeah, they spent their money on their tickets and stuff like that, but clearly they felt like their soul and stuff like that was more important. Like, hold on, this ain't what I was here for. I was here to listen to some good music and vibe out. This ain't, I ain't on this type of time. So it's like, it's bold to even walk out, especially after you even spent your money. Like, let's get real. But yeah, that's just my take on this. But you got to be definitely careful.
For sure.
That demonic stuff is definitely real. So that's all I'm going to say on that. But y'all, that's been all the topics and all the rundowns for, this recent upcoming time. Shout out to all the women. Happy International Women's Month. Y'all the goats. Y'all already know. Don't be a hater.
Oh, fun fact. So, shut up. Okay.
Is it really a fun fact? Or
yeah, but I'm trying to make sure I got it. I wrote it right. But basically, a lot of people don't know, but actually Angie Stone was one of the first hip hop rappers. She was in a rap group under Sugar Hill Gang.
Oh yeah, I did
way back in the day, and a lot of people don't. She's a singer. A lot of people don't know that. So shout out to Angie Stone, man.
Yeah, Latoya was in Destiny Child. A lot of people really don't know. They think it was 3 of them. It was 4 of them originally. Just a fun fact.
Yeah.
I'm being for real. I like Latoya. Did y'all know? Yeah. I'm just telling y'all, y'all think it was just only the 3 Destiny Child. It wasn't just the 3 amigos. It was 4 of them at one point. Just thought I should let that be known. But, hey. So y'all, it's been real, but y'all definitely know. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. I need y'all to do all that good stuff to keep us going, keep us vibing, y'all. Definitely SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube. We on all of those platforms. Definitely like us on the gram. Okay, we need y'all to definitely follow us. Like all the content that's out, man. Y'all already know the vibes. Definitely, this is the Record Report _ y'all can go follow us. definitely go on the website. That's therecordpool.com. We got merch coming soon. And artists, make sure that you want to get your music played. I want to hear your songs. Definitely submit your music on the website. Especially so you can be heard on the Record Pool radio station 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, internet radio we got going on. So make sure that you guys submit your music and just definitely always want to have as many outlets as you can to get your music played and heard on as many platforms as you can. Okay, just make sure I'm getting that out there on the management tip. Now, then I want to definitely make sure that Chicago Realers give us our 3 S's.
Yep, share, support, subscribe.
So make sure y'all do that for us.
YouTube channel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I need y'all to definitely do that for us, and make sure y'all support underground artistry, man. Support these underground artists on the rise. So it's your girl Summertime Fan, y'all.
It's your boy Chicago Realist.
And we out. Peace.